How to respond to clients who say the price is too high. As the title says, what's an appropriate response when a client expresses that the quote I've provided costs too much? I run a lawn care business, and on average every 2 of 5 people will complain about the cost of the quote, even when I'm barely making a profit. Generally get 2 types of clients. The first being the ones who genuinely have the know-how on how to do their own gardens but will pay an arm and a leg to get someone else to do it, as long as they don't have to do it. The second being the type who don't own the equipment but need their lawns done and want it done dirt cheap. They could care less if I make a profit or not. I can get somewhat offended when someone disagrees with my pricing, although I never show it. But anyway, what's the appropriate way to go about them making a comment about my pricing? Thank them for their time and move on. We can't please everyone. Options. 1. Raise your prices. This will discourage the penny pinchers from even getting into it with you. 2. Politely tell them that your prices are set to be as affordable as possible while remaining viable. You provide a high-quality service. If they want the job done badly, they can look elsewhere. Leave it at that. You need more of the first kind of client who make you money, and less of the second who will waste your time. Do not haggle. The price is the price. Raise your prices. Yes, I am serious. Do not ever try to compete on price. Compete on quality, service, punctuality, eye for detail. A price that is barely making a profit is not worth it. You are attracting cheapskates. Don't even bother with saying anything. Just move along. Seriously. Improve your marketing. Generate more leads. And stick to your pricing schedule. Most people don't understand the cost structure of a legitimate lawn care maintenance business. One thing that I noticed is that the customers who want it on the cheap are also usually the most difficult customers. I encourage you to shop around. Get a few quotes. And see if my competitors' quality approaches mine. Have you thought about asking some neighborhood kids about it? If you just need a quick cut. Never put yourself on the defensive by trying to justify with price of materials, wages, etc. Q is price your only objection? If yes, I have other clients who felt the same way as you, but after they try me once or twice, the time they save and their happiness on the job we do, have them ordering my services again and again. So why don't we start with a couple jobs and then you can decide from there what to do. As others have said, thank the customer for their time and move on. Then focus on finding more of your preferred customer. How are they finding you? If you have a website, you might be able to post your prices online, with some before and after photos and the length of time that they took or the estimated price. Always add an hour or so you aren't lowballed. All that said, there are too many YouTubers out there offering free services, which makes it hard for all the other businesses. It's a good thing that you have some positive and some negative reactions. If it were all positive, your price is too low. If it were all negative, your price is too high. Take marketing out of it. The reactions to your pricing alone means that you're doing it right. Those are precisely the customers you don't want. They will give you hassles and try to nickel and dime you every step of the way. Don't take it personally. They are doing you a favor by removing themselves. Best I ever heard was, well, it's not for everyone. Most of them clearly contacted you for a reason. Figure out that reason. I own a service company too. And my go-to I understand. If anything changes in the future, give me a call and we can get you taken care of. Say thanks and walk away. If they start by complaining, nothing will be good enough. Great post. And great comments. I've never said this to a client, but I've thought about it. Okay. How about $10? Would you hire me for $10? Oh. You're skeptical because I'm too cheap now. Something's up. So I guess it's not all about the lowest price then. Huh. Not something I'd actually say. Just something relatable we might think in our heads. I build websites. And when someone complains about the price, this is my answer: I completely understand. We aren't cheap, but we strive to be a good value. Let me tell you about our payment plan. Usually, a payment plan will make them move. My company does 8 figures in revenue. I get non-stop complaints that we're too expensive. Yet hundreds of thousands of people are buying. The people who complain are just cheap. Worry about those who actually care about the value your business brings. Okay, let me know if you change your mind. You have 2 prices. The normal reasonable price. And then a higher price you quote to the cheapskates. Then you can cut them a deal and it's the normal price. If they don't try to haggle, then you win. If they do, you still win. Raise your rates. If you have tire kickers, thank them for their honesty. And send them packing. They've told you, in no uncertain terms, that their money isn't worth earning. You don't make money off of them. They'll bitch about every little thing. And you're better off not sacrificing your profits and mental health to cater someone incapable of being happy. Then raise your rates again. I'm not kidding. If you offer premium service, you better charge a premium. I run a small glass glazing business. My materials cost more than the larger companies, so I am often on the expensive side. However, I have built a reputation and have a track record that shows I can operate at the prices I set. I bring up examples such as online reviews and word of mouth. It would be inefficient if you to take less than what you already know you can get. Refer them to your most hated competitor. Let them deal with the bad clients. Cold sweat smile. There's always going to be someone who thinks you're overcharging. As long as you know your worth and what your prices should be, then stick with it. You can't make everyone happy. Just tell them that it's a good price and that you're already giving them the best rate. Even if they continue to disagree, reaffirm them that it's the price and you cannot change it. If they don't want it, then just move on to the customer. Basically give them a chance to decide. But don't overthink it. 1. I appreciate your feedback and I will look at the work involved and try to come back to you with a revised quote. 2. I appreciate your feedback and I am able to offer you a reduced service. E.g., not do the edges and not take the cuttings away. 3. I appreciate your feedback as you know I do offer a personal and good quality service. Currently I am not in a position to lower the cost. Sometimes no is an answer. You can't please everyone. Don't burn that bridge. Leave them your contact number and tell them you'll be glad to have their lawn care business whenever they're ready. People who can't afford your services aren't going to keep your business open. It depends on how you are defining profit. If you are trying to pay off a 2023 F350 4 commercial mowers, fancy trailer with graphics, blowers and who knows what else, yeah, there isn't going to be much profit. I see guys starting lawn mowing companies with all this expensive fancy gear and wonder how they make it in a business that has very low barriers to entry. It's not a skilled trade and will always attract competitors.